Hello, future yoga students. This is Rita of virabhadrasana.com. Today, I wanted to talk to you about downward facing dog to step through. And I'm in the process of moving, so I thought what a lovely example to do the tutorial in my house, because my house kind of looks like a yoga studio right now. I sort of want to get rid of all my things and keep it this way. It's kind of awesome. So anyway, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about, downward facing dog to step through, not strep throat, and then how to do it. So, starting in downward facing dog, this is my first downward facing dog of the day. So get a little cozy in your downward facing dog. And then the move I'm talking about is stepping through between your hands. Lifting up, stepping the foot through, and usually reaching up into crescent pose, or warrior 2, or warrior 1. So a lot of times I see new students, they start to step through a downward facing dog and they kind of get stuck in the middle. And I think that it can be really disheartening for a lot of new students. It's like, why can't I do this? And I remember that I couldn't do it immediately when I first started taking yoga classes either. And it just kind of felt like I was always going to scrape my foot against the ground. So first of all, if you're scraping your foot against the ground, it's totally normal. So don't worry about it. Most people do not have the flexibility and the core strength that you need to step through. So that being said, stepping through is basically about 3 things. First, you need core strength because you're actually physically lifting your 40-pound leg below yourself. You also need spine flexibility because you need to be able to round your spine to do the movement. And also, you need to stretch the hips out a little bit. So what I'm going to show you is a few moves that you can do to help prepare the body to have some success for stepping through downward facing dog. So I'll just show you one side in the interest of time. So you start lying on your back, the supine position. Then you're going to come into what is called wind relieving pose. So hug the knee in towards the chest and just kind of squeeze the knee towards the armpit as much as you can. This is going to stretch the backs of the legs and the hips and really allow you to bring the knee close up into your belly for stepping through. So take a few moments here. And then release that. The second thing that you want to do to prepare for this move is a few rounds of cat-cow, focusing on pulling the belly button to the spine. So if you're unfamiliar, cat-cow is inhaling, arching the back, and exhaling, rounding the spine. So what I want you to do is really focus on the rounding action. Try to get your belly button in as high as you can. Open up between the shoulder blades and release that. You're going to feel it in your core a little bit. So take a few rounds like that. And then maybe taking the leg, extending it, and then pulling the knee into the chest, rounding. Once you do that a few times, we're going to expand it a little bit and do some downward facing dog core work. You'll frequently see this move, knee to nose and knee to elbow, in a vinyasa class. So beginning in downward facing dog. You'll inhale, take the right leg, lift it up, press the heel away, get some nice length in the body. Exhale, bring the knee in towards the nose, and then around your spine. Think cat-cow. Try to kick yourself in the butt. Try to smooch your knee, and then send it back. And then exhale, take the right knee to the left elbow, and then scoop it up. Bring the leg into the belly, lift it into your armpit. Extra challenge, extend the leg, and then bring it back up. And then take the knee to the right elbow, right knee to right elbow, and try to scoop it up into the armpit. Lift the leg, and then send it back. I recommend doing that move both sides. Start with twice each side and then rest, and work your way up to 5 or 10 times a day. And if you do that for a few weeks, I guarantee you will be stepping through from downward facing dog. So that being said, I'll go through the downward facing dog step through one more time for you. So starting in downward facing dog, really press into the hands so you have enough height in your down dog. You don't want to collapse, you want to be very active in it. And typically the instructor will say, inhale, lift your right leg, exhale, step through. So you're going to think knee to nose, round the spine, round it as much as you can, lift the leg as high as you can, and then step it through. And then maybe you stay here in high lunge, and there's any variety of variations that the yoga instructor might call after stepping through. But that's how you're going to step through. Lift your leg up, keep the knee in as high as you can, keep the ankle as close to the butt cheek as you can, and then step it through. So, hopefully that helped you out a little bit, and you'll start building core strength and flexibility for stepping through to downward facing dog. Have an awesome, magical day. Bye.